Hi guys, this is a video just to show you guys the progress of my game. It's been a couple of months since I last made a video, and I figured perhaps some of you would like to see some update about what I've been working on. Um, yeah, so progress has kind of slowed down the last couple of months. I'm still working on it, it's just that I can't really find that much time to work on it, and the further along I get, the more time consuming it seems to become. I still really suck at coding. I get some help, but it's still a long way from being playable. Um, Visually, I think it's going into the right direction. It's starting to look really promising. It's just that the game world is still pretty small, as you can see here. It's basically right now one park with a bunch of houses around it that I just copy pasted. I made a couple of different designs, as you can see here. On the other side, these houses I made before, you could see them in another video. I kind of just copy pasted them around here to kind of see what it would look like, but I'm currently working on more different houses to kind of line up around the park with a couple of streets branching out from the park. So I made a couple of gaps here and there. You can see this is the end result of the church that I've been working on. This church took a lot of my time. I took all these photos myself of every single angle of the building in real life. It was pretty hard to do, obviously, because these angles there. I would stand all the way down here, take a photo of something all the way up there, and then I had to Photoshop it to get it to look straight. It wasn't easy, but eventually I'm pretty happy with the result of the church. I think it looks really good, looks really, yeah, really promising. The only thing that's still missing is a little house that should be right here. Still have to make that. But besides that, the church is pretty much done. That means the exterior. The interior still needs to be created. As you can see, it's just nothing in there. You can see my nice texture work, some faces that still need to be edited a bit. But yeah, at least the outside looks pretty cool. The actual park starting to take shape as well. I got a couple of bushes in here and there that are actually transparent, so you could walk through it. I got some trees as well that are transparent too. A couple of benches I created. If you look carefully, there's even a smiley on it. I got a couple of street lights, and I'm also working on some bins and all that street signs to put in here as well, but they're not in there yet. Of course, I got my different bicycles, which I had before as well. I created this van, which is the local news channel called RTV Noord, which is because this takes place in the north of our country, the Netherlands. Got a couple of these to kind of close off a road for cars, which you see a lot in the Netherlands. And of course, a bunch of other bike models, including a bike parking spot. So that's what I got right now. I can show you what it looks like in game. So basically, I just put in a camera to see what it looked like. I'm still experimenting with the cameras, whether I want a fixed camera or a camera that follows the player. Right now, I put it on what they call a dolly track. So it's basically like in a movie, it kind of stays on a rail and it follows the player around like that. So I think the effect looks really cool. With the fog effect, it's really dark. In the distance, you can see some of the lights, some of the building. I think the effect is really, really cool. As you can see, I can walk straight through the bushes like that. I'm gonna add in some sounds, like when you walk through the bushes, you actually hear the cracking and the noises that come from the branches and the leaves and all that. Um, Yeah, I think it's starting to look really cool. Soon enough, you'll also be able to pick up a bike and start driving around a park, but the mechanics are not there yet. So not much to show you. on that front. I put in a fixed camera to see how that would work, and the transition was a bit sudden, so I still have to tweak that. But you can see I really did a lot of work on the textures. Even the roads have different textures. Put in a lot of trees. This angle looks really cool, I think, and so does this one. There's stairs too, but for some reason it doesn't want to walk upstairs anymore like it did before, so I have to fix that. Yeah, it's still pretty much a mess, but we're getting there. It's a work in progress, and at least I think it looks really pretty. So yeah. So what's next? The coming months I'll be working on the actual controls and the sneaking mechanics. So right now, of course, you're able to shoot, and you can actually crouch. And when you crouch, you could actually lay down, but right now it's broken. So if I do that, I'll fall through the floor. But yeah, before you were able to actually crawl around on the floor, but I broke that mechanic a couple of days ago, so I'll be needing to fix that. And yeah, so that's basically where I left off. Coding wise, there's a lot of work that needs to be put into this before it's playable, but I'm still aiming for holidays or January 2022 release of at least a small demo where you can walk around this area, perhaps enter a few of these houses with minimal furniture, a couple of enemies here and there, and some items to pick up. And once I got that, I will see if people actually like the look of it, the feel of it, and the actual idea, what I'm working on here. And if I get a positive response, I will definitely keep working on the game. If not, probably also, but I definitely feel more motivated to work harder if people give me some positive feedback. So if you like what I'm doing, do let me know. Leave a comment. I don't really care about likes and all that at this point. But at least leave me a comment, give me some suggestions, or let me know what you like about this or what you would like to see in this game going forward. I would truly appreciate that. So also make sure to follow me on Instagram. I keep you updated on that way more frequently than I do on YouTube, so be sure to check it out. Thanks a lot.